The property at Cresson Sanatorium and Prison, formerly SCI Cresson, is a massive complex spanning roughly 34 acres and containing approximately 20 to 21 buildings. Because the site transitioned from a tuberculosis sanatorium, 1913, to a mental hospital, 1956, and finally a state prison, 1987, the buildings are a mix of historic early 20th century architecture and modern correctional structures. These buildings are characterized by their red brick architecture and, in some cases, spectacular college campus-style designs.
I think we keep going this way.
What?
I think we go this way.
Okay.
So if you were a bad guy, you would come in that door, and this is where the jailer is. And then you'd go past these bars, and down here. Okay, never mind, I'm just making stuff up. I keep finding these bullet casings. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but in the background you can just hear the howl of the wind.
That's probably why they say it's haunted, because of all the wind.
Boy, it sounds haunted. Listen to that. Tuberculosis. Oh no. Listen to that wind.
Yeah. Strong wind. Hopefully it don't blow the... He said the wind was gonna die down.
At this rate, the building might collapse.
Oh.
Look at that view.
You like that one?
1992. It's a cute little bathroom. We found the attic. The attic is actually not in bad condition. They must have fixed up the attic.
Yeah.
Just to keep it from leaking.
Do a video.
They don't make them like they used to. Look at that heater. They actually put some thought into it. A good old-fashioned stone prison.
Interrogation room.
These open windows are actually good because it's good to get some ventilation in with all this lead paint and asbestos and everything. They should leave more windows open. I wonder if this guy fell from that window up there. We were up there earlier. This is actually a neat painting. And there's some more paintings that are peeling away. This is a freezer that still has the flaps. The old moldy flaps. These are all freezers. Dang, there's a lot of them. Another freezer. Do you think these freezers were to store all the bodies?
Probably.
There's like a ton of them.
When a patient or inmate passed away, they were moved to the morgue and placed in one of the refrigerated drawers. These body boxes kept the remains at a constant temperature. The presence of a heavy porcelain or stainless steel autopsy table, which is still there, suggests that some post-mortem examinations were performed on site. Like all medical rooms of that era, the floors sloped toward a central drain to allow for easy cleaning and sanitation after procedures.
This is really cool. Oh, this is ominous. Anything in here? No? Oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was something suspicious in here?
Can you believe this was
What is this? Big metal thing. Alright, it smells bad in here. So this is all the jail cells. The roof is literally hanging by a thread. Not gonna touch that.
holy cow.
This is actually pretty sketch.
It's pretty fresh.
Okay, so each floor we go up, the conditions of the prison keep getting worse. You can literally see blue sky through the roof because it's falling apart. Alright, we're back in the tunnel. Which way do we go? I think... Do you remember which way we came from?
No. Standing wheel. Beach. The question is, what year is it from? Probably from 1767.
Okay, something weird is going on here.
The history of abuse at Cresson is a dark chapter that directly led to its closure in 2013. In 2011, the Department of Justice's primary finding was that SCI Cresson had become a dumping ground for prisoners with serious mental illnesses, SMI, and intellectual disabilities. Some prisoners with SMI were kept in solitary confinement for months or even years.
Oh, it's not locked, it's just jammed shut. It's amazing, they're all unlocked. Oh boy. The camera's eyes are adjusting to the dark faster than I am. Dang.
The DOJ noted that the prison used punitive behavior modification plans that included forced idleness and minimal human contact, which only exacerbated the prisoners' illnesses. Reports described the restricted housing units, RHU, as reeking of urine and feces, with constant screaming and banging from prisoners in psychological distress. The investigation was so significant that it was expanded statewide, eventually forcing the entire Pennsylvania prison system to overhaul how it handles mental health and solitary confinement.
I don't know what this was.
Today, when you walk through the abandoned site, you are literally standing in the same restricted housing units that were the subject of these federal civil rights violations. The heavy steel doors and cramped 100-square-foot cells still remain as they were during the 2013 investigation.
A bunch of documents and papers. So I think we found the gym.
The gym at Cresson is one of the most photographed and hauntingly beautiful parts of the complex. There are remnants of original murals painted by inmates when the prison was still operational. These include sports-themed graphics or institutional insignia, though much of this has faded or been painted over.
That's an actual fire hose. Another like basement type thing. Okay, I think you can crawl in here. Oh boy, I feel cold there. Let me crouch down and...
Culturally, Cresson represents a shift in how we handle history. Instead of tearing it down or Disney-fying it into a polished museum, the owners have opted for arrested decay. I am grateful I had the opportunity to help document this haunting part of our history before time takes its toll and it disintegrates completely. Thanks for watching.